Hello, kids. Hello, hello, hello. It's me, Angelo. Oh, I mean, Half Savage. Yeah. Or no, not Half Savage. I don't even know. Just call me Savage. Just call me Savage. I'm too savage for you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I ain't too crazy, but at least I know my stuff. I ain't too famous. This isn't gonna be the first video that comes up probably, but if you find it, you find it. Good for you. Good for you. I'm gonna show you today some of the best builds for Dauntless. Okay? Okay. Good. So, right now, I have a medic build for helping others. I have a damage build, and I have a health build. So, I'm gonna go over the best first. Not last. Duh. You need to know how to do the health build, because this will help you. It's clutch. So we need to go over to this lady first. Doop. So from the beginning of the game, you should be able to get these behemoths. They're like one of the first behemoths, so you could start this health build relatively quick. So these things have remained with me for like pretty much like from the beginning of the game to where I am right now. So obviously if you're new, you can't start off like too well with these health builds, but you still can start off with a pretty good health build. So we're looking at tough first. So before I could do any of this crazy health build that I don't even need to heal during the game or go down once, you gotta start off somewhere. So we start off with tough from the Ganasher. We want the chest piece and the leggings because it gives us 2 tough. The max is 6. When you get 6 tough, basically that's the best you're gonna get. That's the best you're gonna go. It'll give you plus 500 health. But for you guys, since I'm gonna assume you don't have this maxed out, you're gonna have 1 tough. So 1 tough plus 1 tough, and if you go up here to the Skarn, you're gonna have another tough. So together that's 3 tough, and if you upgrade them all to 7, I have 8, but if you upgrade it to 7, you'll have 2 tough. So that's automatically 6 tough. So you'll be getting wait, that's Iceborne. 500 max health to start off with. That's pretty good for like just starting off. For the hands, my hands switched quite a bit. They're probably gonna switch again because I'm gonna assume if I keep upgrading my helmet, it's gonna become 3 tough. And why would I need like 9 tough? I don't. So I'm gonna have to switch up this build to make it even better pretty soon. But this is like midway good build.
Hey there.
What kind of hand should you do? I'm saying maybe like Fortress if you're new as well, just because it has a defensive cell already on it.
Hey.
And where I'm at right now is I have a lot of purples. You guys won't have a lot of purples, so you probably have so you'll probably have a lot of tough cells. Honestly, you'll have a lot of tough green cells because I've had a lot of tough cells that are green. So you could, if you're 3 tough, you could add in like in these 3 right here, or in these 4. You could add the 1 tough cells and it'll make 6 tough. Anyways, what I'm rocking right now is I have my tough build underneath that my 6 tough already I'm wearing, and I'm adding in some Iceborne cells. See what Iceborne does is, let me see, let's go over here. Iceborne, it gives you decreased damage whenever you're at a certain amount of health, basically, and going higher up it gives you more abilities. So basically right now I'm at when under 50% health gain, 30% decreased damage taken, and since it's higher up, while Iceborne is active, gain 8% lifesteal that cannot go beyond 50% health. Lifesteal is one of the best things that you could possibly have inside of a health build. You can get 9 lives on this body, and you can get, I think, no, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna edit this, by the way, so this is just raw. You're gonna want to have Iceborne because while you're fighting, basically every time you hit and do damage, you're gaining health, so you never got to push up and use your own healths or like steal from that trench thing that gives you free healths for your team. You're automatically gaining health as you're doing damage, so that's automatically really good. 9 lives, this is pretty good too. You want to have this because while behemoths do damage to you, if they're doing a really big hit, you'll have a chance that you could half the damage. So like if they do 100 damage to me and the 9 lives is active, I could get basically 50 damage taken. And sometimes it doesn't, you don't even take damage, you only like get a sliver of health taken away. So if you're automatically not getting, or if you're automatically not receiving as much damage and you're gaining health and you have a lot of health to begin with, that's like a perfect health build. So right now I got Skarn's Judgment. My weapon has changed based off of what I've got so far, based off of my cells. Because before I used to have blue cells, I used to have green cells, so things kind of switch around. But right now I have the Skarn's Judgment because it has Knockout King on it, and I could add Overpower cell. Basically what that does is whenever I knock out the behemoth and it's down, I'll have increased damage. And for this one I have for the cell Knockout King, so 2 plus 3 plus 2 right here, because this has Knockout King, I get 7. And this allows me to knock out the behemoth, but that doesn't really matter. That's just like, it just happened to be good. Moving on, we are gonna go over to our damage build. Right now, as you can see, nothing is like super high, like 6 or anything like that, but it's pretty good. We have 6 sharpened, 30% part damage, Blade Storm, 30% part damage, Knockout King, 25% stagger damage, and then after dodging through an attack you gain 50%, blah blah blah. Rage Hunter, whenever it's mad we do a lot of damage, and then Overpower, whenever it's knocked out we do a lot of damage. And Rage, so basically when under 50% health, deal a little bit more damage. So this used to be just a what is it called? This used to just be a part damage build, like we had nothing else on it. But it's good to have a lot more other things going than just 2 things going. Yeah, even if those things are less, they create bigger. So you're gonna want to be able to hunt map. For the Blade Storm, you're gonna want to hunt a Karabak or whatever the hell it is. You're gonna want to hunt this guy, and to upgrade your weapon and upgrade your armor to 7 so you get +2 instead of +1, you're gonna have to fight this, and it'll drop a part that you need. Let's see. This is just a mixture of stuff. You never want to just have like one thing going. You want to have a mixture of things so that way you get a better effect, because if you're just gonna have one set, nothing's gonna really put place to each other. So like Guardian, Fortress, Guardian, Tough, see, like none of this is gonna do anything. Maybe later on whenever you could upgrade it to where it gets +3, but yeah.
Protect yourself.
Okay. I have Bro of Ice. This gives me Knockout King. I have Blade Storm, which is from the Karabak. And then I have Ganasher. You should be able to fight this guy pretty early on in the game. And I have Volcanic Treads. So you can't just pay attention to what the helmet gives you and what the chest piece gives you. You have to pay attention to what slot it gives you too, so that way you could place, or you could sync up the slots with the armor that you're wearing. So, for instance, this gives me Blade Storm. Well, what if this gave me a shield? I don't need a shield for a part damage build. I need something that I could place a part damage into. So it gives me one of these slots, and I insert. Where is it? Where's my Blade Storm? It's missing. The hell? Where's my Blade Storm? That's strange. Yeah. The reason why my guy looks like this and not what I'm wearing is because I have transmog on, so I'm wearing something different. But that's beyond the point. You're gonna want Knockout King Cell. You're gonna want Rage Hunter Cell, Blade Storm Cell, Sharpen Cell, and then you're gonna want this axe gives you 2 fists, and that is from it's like from a blaze. It's from a fire behemoth. Yo, if you want to do just straight up part damage build, then add in this. You want to change your gloves to, no, not sharpened. You want to add it. You want to add something like this, another one of these technique cells, and you want to add in another Blade Storm. Do we have another Blade Storm? You have one more Blade Storm. So there, you have the best part damage right here. So 40 part damage, and then plus 30 part damage. But you see, it took away some of my other attributes, so I'm gonna change it back. What did I have it on? I had it on this, and we had, what did we have? Did we have Sharpen, Knockout King, Overpower, Blade Storm, Rage Conduit? It's probably a Rage Hunter. Is it a Rage Hunter? Yeah, it was a Rage Hunter. Okay. Wait, do we have any purple? Yeah, we got purple. Okay. Better. And last but not least, my helper build. So this is meant for your team. This is not really meant for me. And these two are meant for me. This is meant for me to do a lot of damage. This is meant for me to stay alive a lot longer. And this is for my team. So we want Medic. Medic helps us, or whenever you pick up your teammate, you give them a lot more health. So this helmet from this gives you Medic, and this body piece gives you Medic, and this is from fighting. What is it?
What's up, Slayer?
Where is it? It's going past it. Perhaps I'm looking too quick. It's near the bottom somewhere. Here it is. Naizaka, which is Pursuit. Naizaka. It's this guy right here. In order to upgrade him to +2, you're gonna need to move on further until you get this guy. This guy will give you the parts. Usually whenever you're trying to upgrade things to part 2, there's another behemoth that's even greater from how you even got the parts, and you need to kill that behemoth for special parts. We have Fortress, because Fortress grants other players to get shield whenever I get shield. And this is Guardian. Guardian gives me shield for, oh wait, no, Guardian is for the other players, and then Fortress is not taking damage for 10 seconds. I get a shield. So Fortress and Guardian kind of complement each other, because I need to be getting shield to be giving shield to my teammates. So Fortress gives me shield, and that Fortress moves into Guardian, and Guardian gives the other player shield. How I increase my Fortress is I got a Fortress cell right here. If I combine two of them, I could probably get a better cell, a +3, make that a Fortress 5. Working on that. For the axe, it gives me a Rethic attunement, and for this head, what could possibly complement a Rethic attunement? Well, more Rethic attunement, so I added that in there. We have some Guardian cell to increase my Guardian. We have some Sturdy cell. This is hard to find. Basically, I can't be staggered on a cooldown, and that's good for other players. Like, if I'm trying to pick a player up and a behemoth hits me, I can't be staggered. Like, it won't throw me down to the ground. It won't do that. So that's good. And basically, I have one more thing. Sturdy cell, Guardian cell. Here it is. Insulated cell. So what this does is you can't pick up players whenever you're shocked. Basically, if you're fighting a shock behemoth and it shocks you, you have this electricity going around your body. It won't let you pick up other behemoths. I mean, it won't let you pick up other players, and it won't let you use any of your like consumables. So insulated cell gets rid of that effect. So here we have it. Take another look. What I have for this is deconstruction cell. This doesn't really help with anything. Well, it does help with some stuff, but it's not meant for the build. Like, it's not required. This is not required, and Sturdy cell is not required. If you don't have these, you could just insert some other things to increase your Guardian, Fortress, or Medic. Conduit, don't worry about that. That's right here. You probably won't have it. And deconstruction, yeah. Insulated, try to increase insulated if you can. Yeah, those are my top 3 builds so far. If you're looking for a wound damage, you want to just have all the quill spike stuff. And you don't have to have an axe for these builds as well. I just prefer the axe as a tool because it does the most damage out of everything. And I feel it's just my style. If you don't have the axe, don't worry. Other weapons have the same things on them. So if you go over to this, it still has the 2 fists. It still has the same overpower on it. If you go over here, it still has the fist. It still has the overpower. So y'all good, baby, baby. You get the volcanic treads from why I chose rage is just because it just throws in, and nothing else complements what I have. So yeah, take a look at some of this stuff.